Okay, Jungle Book, Jon Favreau. Let's talk about that. The second the movie started, first off, I'm just gonna say I got chills. That's because I mean the visual and the very opening sequence, the very visual that they give, and then the musical cues, like the soundtrack in the background, was so reminiscent of the original Disney cartoon. It was like, oh wow, okay, I see what Favreau's going for with this. The crazy thing was that the movie, you know, there obviously there's some things changed because it's not a cartoon, it's a quote unquote live action with CGI animals, but the characters were spot on. You know, some of everything was just delved on. There was a lot of nods to the cartoon. The kid who played Mowgli was hilarious. Like, they picked a good kid. I mean, everything was just good. I mean, there's nothing to complain about in that movie. There's like probably maybe one or two things that are like slightly changed, but it doesn't make the movie worse. I mean, it's a completely different interpretation, but the movie itself was just so good. Like, it's hard to get, you know, music, even in cartoons now, people are singing, for it to be even remotely believable, but the movie actually establishes it in dialogue that's, one, not silly, and two, it doesn't do it over the top. It's just very subtle, and it's not even, you know, throughout. You know, like it's just, it was good. I mean, I don't even know. And then even the songs that would be in certain scenes that weren't there, the score or the musical cues in the background was reminiscent of those songs. So you were, you know, if you've seen the original, you're vibing to it, and if you've never seen the original, then you're probably gonna go watch it now and love that cartoon because it's great. It's just good. I can't say enough about that movie. I think it's giving the rest of the movies for this summer a run for their money already. Like, Favreau did it again. I mean, I just want to keep seeing more from this guy. And, you know, when I first time I saw Bagheera, or even Shere Khan, I just thought immediately, like, I cannot wait to see what they do, you know, with Lion King or with, you know, some of these other properties. And I was like, man, it's going to be great to just see those brought to the screen, because, I mean, I loved Maleficent, you know, even though there was a couple of twists, like it was a change in the story that was good. And, you know, some of the soundtrack choices are really, really amazing. But I would say this was better than Maleficent. But that being said, it also at the same time makes me realize how much harder it's going to be to do something like Aladdin, because Robin Williams was just so iconic, and it's going to be difficult to even try. They might have to just go with something completely different, and maybe go with the Maleficent approach and try a spin on the story. I have heard rumors of an origin, like a genie origin, but even then, I mean, that's going to be so difficult. But anyway, I can't say enough about this movie. Like, I just give all the credit in the world to Jon Favreau. I haven't watched a single movie of his that I haven't enjoyed, but I mean, this, I think he just took it to a whole nother level. And he probably did the same thing with Iron Man, you know, back in the day, but that was probably the beginning of, oh man, this guy he's elevated. And with this movie, once again, he is elevated to a whole nother spectrum. So look forward to see what he's got in the works next, and look forward to seeing whatever the big Disney machine jumps out soon, because I mean, that was amazing. Point blank. I part of me doesn't want to give it just a full-on A+, like it's like an A-, but that's, no, I have to, because call it a bias, call it whatever you want, A+.